I'm preparing to upload a new book in my Jack Nolan detective series. It's book number 4. The name of it is Mother's Instinct. I'm presently trying to get advanced readers and will be until the second week in November for a December 1st launch. This video comes out of my preparation of information I will need in order to upload the book with the proper keywords and categories. I decided to share this as I believe this will be very helpful for beginner authors. The actual upload of my book itself will be in the video after this one. So if you already know about preparing to upload a book to KDP, you may want to move on to the actual video showing the live upload of the book. As a beginner self-publisher, you will need to have everything at your fingertips in order to have a quick and successful upload to Amazon KDP. That's what this video is all about. I will go over everything you need to have on hand in order to upload the book for sale or for a pre-order. If you are going to do a pre-order, you will already need to have a date of publication in mind. If you are new, be sure to see my videos about seeking advanced readers to hopefully leave you some reviews when it's time to launch. Sometimes delaying it to get some advanced readers is a good strategy for someone who's brand new. So with that, let me go into the video on getting ready and what you're going to need to launch a book. First, let's start with the benefits of launching a pre-order. One of the benefits is that the book is uploaded but not available yet, but it still is getting into the algorithms at Amazon, and that can be beneficial. Secondly, this also qualifies as an event that you can post about on social media. When you start doing book marketing, besides, here's my book, please look at my book, please buy my book, you're going to need some other things to post about. So every single thing new that you do for a book launch becomes an event in and of itself that you can post on social media. So that's the second benefit of doing a pre-launch. The third benefit is if you write in a series, you can have people sign up to purchase the book who have already read part of the series. And so you have nothing to lose and everything to gain by doing a pre-order. And that's why I am doing it, because the first 3 books are already out and readers are reading them. So those are the benefits of doing a pre-order. So now let me bring up a little list here. And before I start showing you what you're going to need, I just want to mention a little bit more about the keywords and the categories. Each of your books is going to have an ebook, a paperback, and a hardcover. Even if you're not planning on selling a lot of hardcovers, you can still use your hardcover book to represent you in 3 additional categories, and you can use 7 additional keywords. So it's good to just have a hardcover, even if you don't anticipate selling that many. Now, I don't sell any audiobooks at this time, so I just want to say up front that there's not going to be anything about audiobooks in this video. These keywords came from a paid tool that I use called Publisher Rocket. I also did a video on doing organic free research at Amazon.com. And you can do that. You can find 7 good keywords and you can find 3 really good categories. But this tool gives additional information that it gets from the algorithms, and it does all kinds of percentage calculations. And what it tells you is how much money the top sellers make using these keywords, how many monthly searches on Amazon there are for this keyword, and the competition rating. So by using the tool, I have secured the 7 best keywords, because that's how many you're going to need, 7 keywords, for me as a fairly new author. Okay, and those are going to be my keywords. And I have them broken up into ebook keywords, and then paperback keywords and hardcover keywords. And as you can see, I use slightly different words for each of the editions of the book. Now here I have some extra keywords, because as I write additional books, I can use other keywords, because what you want is you want to have your book represented with as many keywords as is possible in as many categories as is possible, but you still want to strategize what the best categories are. I go into this more in depth in the previous 2 videos. I'll have all those videos posted underneath if you want to take a look at those. So anyway, when it comes time for me to be filling in this information, I want you to understand where I got this from. Okay, I spent a lot of time researching everything in my police procedural categories, and I have all of this information on one sheet here, because when you begin to upload your book, either for final publication or for a pre-order, you kind of need to have it all in one place, because otherwise you're going to be jumping all over the place. All right. And another word about writing in series. Because I have 4 books in each of my series, that means that I get to use, three different categories in each book. So that means that I have better representation in additional categories. I'm not limited to just 3. Okay, so we got that out of the way. So now let's go into the, actually I have this list here that you can pause the video and take a screenshot of, because this is going to have a list of all of the information that you're going to need. Okay, here, then the keywords. I'm going to skip down here. And here's the second part of it. There's a page 2 that we're going to go to, and that's where you're going to upload your manuscript, your book cover, and all of this. But I'm going to go through it very slowly for beginners. The actual book upload is going to be in the next video. Okay, so I'm back on my bookshelf in KDP. And I'm going to click on this 3 dots over here, and I'm going to click onto Edit Book Details. This is the first page that you will come to. And you're going to choose your language. Now, here's information that I learned the hard way. When you publish a book, only use the book title unless you actually have a formal subtitle. Because what I did was I used this subtitle as sort of a sales pitch. And I did this as a brand new author. Okay, so the thing about subtitles is once you add this in here and the book is published, you can't change it. So that's why I suggest that unless you have a subtitle that's never going to change, you know for sure it's written in cement, then you can put your subtitle in. But if you're using the subtitle as a strategy to use a keyword or two, don't put the subtitle in when you publish the book. That's the first important information. Then if it is part of a series, you have to have the series title. And some of you young people have much better memory than I do, but I have to have this written down, so I use the same terminology, especially in the beginning. So this is going to be book 4 in this series. Now the edition number is not the same as a series number. I remember being stumped a little bit with this when I first uploaded my first book. So an edition number means that if you rewrite the book and you're kind of re-releasing it, that's when this would come into play. But for a first book launch or a pre-order, you skip over this one. Then you put in your name as the author. So this, if you have a pen name, then you put your pen name here. Okay, and then if you are writing along with someone else, you put their information here. Now, in the description, you're going to have, let me bring up another document here. Okay, I keep an information sheet on all of my books. Okay, I started from the moment I'm writing it. And on this information sheet, I have everything I could ever possibly need, especially when it comes time to knowing the word count, the page count, the link for the ebook, the link for the, all the links, everything like that. Right now I have my R-copy links here, but I also have my blurbs. And I've said this in previous videos, but you're going to need more than one blurb. So you can start out with a rather long blurb, but then you have to keep cutting it down and cutting it down and cutting it down. I have it down to 67 words here. Okay. And then let's see here. I just have like a whole bunch of information here. I have witness names and everything else. But anyway, I keep it all on one sheet. Then I also have a series sheet where I have some verbiage where I can put a little bit about the series information. This will all become relevant in the next video when I'm actually uploading it. So I'm just going to skip over this part. This is where you would put all of that information. All right, now the publishing rights. If you wrote the book, then you own the copyright. All right, and your primary audience, they're asking if you have sexually explicit images or title. I have selected no. And if you have a reading age, like if if your book is very spicy or sexually explicit, you might want to choose a minimum age here. Okay, your primary marketplace. I live in America. I sell in America mainly, but so I choose Amazon.com. Now, here is where you're going to enter your categories. Okay, and I've already talked about the categories and the keywords in a lot greater detail in the previous two videos, so I'm not going to get into it here. But once you have your 3 chosen categories, this is where you're going to click in here, and you're going to have to be able to find them. So this is where that hierarchy is going to come into play, excuse me. That's all I'm going to say about it right now, because you'll see it in action in the next video. This is also where you're going to copy and paste your best keywords. Each book is going to get 7 keywords. Now, this is where you choose whether you're going to publish now or whether you're going to make it a pre-order. Okay. Now, I'm going to be doing a pre-order, and it's going to ask me for the release date. Okay. I'm not ready to do this right now. So I'm just going to come up here and click on Kindle ebook contents. What is this? Oh, I'll just put this I am ready now so that we can move on. So here's the second page, Kindle ebook content. This is where you're going to upload your manuscript, and you can either upload a Word document, I believe, or a EPUB. I choose to do the EPUBs now, but when I was brand new, I uploaded Microsoft Word document, and I never had any problems. This is where you're going to upload your cover. And here is a new section that they're asking about. And they're asking if you have used any type of AI generated content. Now, the picture on this cover was generated from AI. So I have to choose yes and kind of fill in the boxes and explain to them that it was generated with AI. This, I believe, is really only for informational purposes. Amazon is just gathering information to find out how often people are using the AI now. Over here, I have looked at this book once or twice in the previewer, and because I don't put a period after the R in my name, they always say that's an error, but I just ignore it. But anyway, once your book is uploaded, you can click on this and you will look through the book to check on the formatting, how the book looks, making sure it's not skipping pages, things like that. When I do this live, you'll get to see that. Now, this section is for the ISBN number. Now, if you are publishing only on Amazon, which is what I do right now, my first 2 books in my first 2 series are perma-free, and so that's a whole other story. But they all began their life on Amazon. So I take the ISBN numbers that Amazon gives you for free. And the ebooks are not required to have an ISBN number because ebooks use an ASIN number, which is just another number that Amazon uses. Okay, and then if you have the name of a publisher or you have started your own publishing company, you would put the name here and then you would save. And once you click on this launch previewer and you go through your whole book, that's when you know the book is now ready to be uploaded. So I'm not going to click on this save and continue. Well, maybe I will. This is the third page, Kindle Ebook Pricing. And on this, you will choose whether or not you're going to enroll in KDP Select enrollment. This is what you would choose if you're only going to sell on Amazon. I believe for a new author with no readership that KDP Select is a good choice. That's one reason to select it. The second reason to select it is if you want to have a giveaway. If you enroll the book in KDP Select, you can make the book free for up to 5 days that month. No, I'm sorry, 5 days per 3 months. So I have all but 2 books in KDP Select. 2 books I have perma-free. They're the first book in a series. I'm still building a readership. So you can choose to enroll here in KDP Select. Then the next one is territories. I want to, do worldwide because there's lots of people who speak English all over the world. My primary marketplace is going to be Amazon.com. Now here you have to select a royalty plan. I believe 70% is the one I choose. And then once you fill in your price here, let's see, let's change this to $4.99. Okay, you'll see it'll fill in all of the prices all over the world based on their currency. So all you have to know is how much you're going to charge for the book in the United States in US dollars. And then it's giving you a terms and conditions. And then once you click on publish your Kindle ebook, this will either publish the book right away or it will publish it as a pre-order. But I'm not ready to do that right now, so I'm going to go back to, I'm going to continue without saving. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the details. So this, everything that you're going to need handy when you are uploading your book. So this is going to be the end of this beginner video. And then in the next video, I will just do a live upload of a pre-order. So thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next video.